Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Mothupi. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing something super cool, which is to show you guys how we're able to scale an account from literally 3.6k up all the way up until 13k, which is like close to 10k in profits in just like as simple as 3 days. At the same time, respecting risk, because this can happen in a day. But if you're not respecting risk, that means that the risk as well is your full account. So I had to make sure that I respect my risk. I'll show you guys that there are actually losses that I did take, but the most important thing is showing you guys how we actually grew or scaled this account. So if you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe. What I do is that I normally talk about in dice markets, like in your USD, US hundreds, and as well we talk about forex trading. Just like the previous video, we spoke about some of the steps that someone can get out there and start literally day trading from, as if you're a beginner and stuff. So yeah, make sure that you like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get straight to it. So what I have here is US 100 name. So I actually want to also walk you guys through in terms of how people would go about managing and going all the way to the full potential in terms of the trades that they take. So let us start off first with looking at this young account that we've got here. So I'll just make sure that I put the screen here because I've done this as an experiment. So I knew that most people would be able to start with 3.6, which is a bit more too fair if you are willing to really invest in your trading success. So what happens is that what we've done is that you can simply see. Okay, so I just want to show you guys on how this account was started, and at the same time, guys, this happened without even us being able to have that much of a trading time, because at the same time I had to be able to focus more on the app, and at the same time I had to also manage and trade my other accounts. So this is like literally done for my YouTube purposes. So you can simply see that here we are. We started on the second of this account, and then we started getting, like, I think the first few trades were like literally 1,000 here, 1,000, and then at the end we started buying US 30. Then we took some 2 losses, and then we went all the way back to GBP JPY, and then we took some profits. I think this was yesterday, because the second, the third, and the fourth year we took some profits, and all the way up to GBP JPY. Then US 30, we tried selling US 30. I think we tried buying. The only thing that I see here is like literally buy. I'm not selling, I'm just buying. We bought US 30 once more, hit us on the negative side. We were cool with it. Then we went for today we went for Nasdaq and US 30. You can simply see that with Nasdaq we closed, I think it's a total of 5.6k if you look at all these trades, and with US 30 we closed a total of 1.5. There was a point where it was actually giving us more. There was a point where we actually had like more of the account floating, but with me managing my risk in the right way, the perfect thing that I had to do at the time was like literally being able to do what? To manage it instead of just closing the profits immediately. So here you can see that the deposit is 3.6 and the total profit is 9.7, which means we've 3 times the account. Is 3.3 times 2 the results, because if you multiply by 3 it will give you the similar things. So that's what we've done. We literally done that, and how we done it is that like with this, I also want to show you guys, let's say now for instance, this is something that, let me just bring this side here. So I show you how managing goes, because most people in terms of managing, it doesn't happen this way. Because let me just show you guys here real quick. I just want to show you guys how managing and everything goes in terms of on an account. So let's say now in the premium signals team here, what I done is that I sent out this trade as it was like this, and I was like, we buy the retest name. And then this is US 30, this is US 100, this one here was ready. So I was like, here we are buying already, no buying retest and stuff, we're buying already here. So you can simply see that when price got here with US 100, I was like log profits here. So let me show you guys where we did say log profits. When price got literally here with US 100, when price got here, I was like log profits here, meaning that we're able to scale up until the very maximum, meaning that where we have logged profit is where when price decided to turn and go against us. That's where if we didn't log profit at that specific stage, we would have lost money, you understand? So that's something that we are trying to avoid. We don't want that. So whatever profits that the price keeps on pushing into, we are doing what we want to. Because like let's say now for instance, at this point we doubling our account type thing with the right risk. Because take a look at the risk compared to reward. With the right risk, we're doubling our account. And if let's say we were like, you know what, let's hold for it, because on the 1 hour we still have to go back up. So imagine, let's say we are like, no, you know what, let's hold for it to break and continue going up until we are now on 100k. Automatically that means that now we are in a negative. Now we are running in a negative. Same thing with US 30 right here. We entered the trade literally right here. because I was like, at the retest, guys, make sure that you do buy. It retested here. You can simply see this is the structure that we had. Let me just bring this back this side here, so you see the structures that we had right here. I think this is like gonna be able to help you in terms of you knowing management purposes. On the US30, I was like, retest, we enter here, and our take profit was like full, because you can simply see here on US30 we ended up like, I'm taking full profit potential. So here, same thing, retest happened, we logged profits, and as soon as we entered here, we went up with it, and then got straight to take profit. I didn't even say, you know what, let me wait for it to break above and then I'll still continue buying. No, that didn't happen. All we had to do is literally just close our profit. That's why on US30 we did close perfectly our profits, and then we still continued. So this is like one of the ways that I actually wanted you guys to be able to see on how, like, let's say when you are scaling an account, yes, it happens that you are gonna take losses, and there will be, maybe sometimes there'll be more losses. I think even during the days losses, or maybe it was last week, there was a time where I took a bit more losses compared to the profits that I had. But at the end, my week was profitable because of the risk reward that I had, and because of the management, the way that I manage my trades. The only time I'll be making mistakes is when, like, let's say I didn't have that much time in terms of trading that much and stuff. So that's the only time I'll be making mistakes, and those are mistakes that I know, I'm aware of, and I see. But regardless, I still show up and I still get back in the market. So this is just like, to be able to help you guys know or see that even if you're starting with maybe 3K, you can still scale it within a week, because most of the results, I even made them like with, I think, yesterday and today's trade compared to the other days. Today is like Friday. So even if it means I started trading Monday with this account, that means that at the end, like, in 2 days, Thursday and Friday was when I actually made my profits for the week, instead of most people, what they do is that they make profits during the week and they give them back to the markets for on Fridays, because they're trying to maybe double the account or do something, and then they give back the profits. So what we've done is that we were actually able to make more profits then, and now we are able to say we're calling it a day, and then maybe possibly the other week followed, we're still going to be able to scale up this account and see till where we can actually push it, but on a positive way, because the most important thing is being able to look at how you can actually, like, focus more on, yes, this is my target, this is where I'm going, but what is the risk? You can see that when I'm taking stop losses, my stops would be like maybe 1,000 or maybe 500, and looking at it in percentage wise, it's a bit too much. But if you look at it the way that I actually calculate my stop losses, then I know, because I know that my drawdown, I can't take more than 6 losses in a row. So I know that my drawdown, even if I take 1,000, eventually it's going to be like maybe 6K, which is total. But at the end, before that even hit that negative 6K in total, I know that there'll be some break-evens, there'll be just a few profits here, there'll be more massive profits and stuff. So those are things that we need to be looking at. But yeah, with US30 right now, I think I'll just make another video whereby we are breaking down and we are looking at it, because how we caught it was like, obviously we had this first bottom here, we had the second bottom right here, this engulfing candle. So we waited for a retest on the engulfing candle, and we wanted price to just go up. That's why I say we believe that we are still going all the way to the upside, but we just have to be a bit more careful with how we capitalize. And as well with US 100, same thing, can simply see prices respected us perfectly. We're just waiting for price to just, like, give us those fuller confirmations, on which I didn't even believe that today it would try to move the way that it did. I've been looking at this move for maybe on Monday. So Monday, I'll just do another breakdown. Make sure that you do show up, like, comment, subscribe, put on the notification bell, so when I do come up with another banger, you're able to, get the benefits of you entering the trades with me before they even happen. And if you did watch my previous video where I broke down the market, you can simply see that most of the ways that we look at the market and how we anticipate it to go, it actually goes out that way. But at the end, I believe and know that most people still do not make money from these moves. Because why? Because it's not just about seeing whether the market is buying or whether the market is selling. It's also about how you enter. It's also about how you can actually, like, manage that trade that's a winning trade, or the negative that you're actually holding. So those are things that I look at and I know and I'm aware of. But I believe that, like, the purpose of my YouTube channel is to help out most people out there. And fortunately, you're able to see how we scaled an account with literally the trades that I've been taking in front of you. So possibly the next week we'll be doing the same thing. And I don't want to be using more of, like, maybe 50k, 100k accounts, because at that time I believe that like maybe someone out there, you know, you watching, maybe you've got 2k or 3k, that's something that you can start and you can do, and you see that it's possible. And like me coming with maybe 100k, and then you start, and maybe I make another 100k, and then you're like, oh, in order to make 100k, this guy had to start with the 100k. We don't want it like that. We're starting it like this. Then maybe after like a few weeks, then we're gonna scale the accounts. Then I'll start showing you guys some of the bigger accounts, how you go about with it. Because this way, yes, we can push this account to 100k, but it's gonna take a bit longer. So if let's say you want to make 100k in a week, this account, you're gonna have to risk a bit more too much, and that's not the goal that I want to teach you guys in terms of you trading. I don't want you to be risking more, especially if this is your last money or you are looking to take this into a full-time thing. You don't want to be blowing accounts. So yeah, but that's actually how you can scale an account from like literally 3k all the way up to 13k, 3 times that account. And I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. Make sure that you have liked and subscribed. It's your boy Lesiba Mothupi.